Hey everyone, coming to you from the Executive Retreat in New Orleans, which I don't think I've been here for 20 years. And I haven't really seen much of the city because we've been in meetings, but it's been so exciting. I have loved getting to know the executives from around the nation and meeting and greeting with them. And wow, we have some amazing consultants here in this business. I already knew that, but just having that reinforced by getting to spend some time, more one-on-one quality time, has been awesome for me. So I am excited to tell you guys a little bit about my story and why I chose Fearless as my mantra and my theme, and why I chose Jamberry. Some of you may have heard this if you joined the Portland or the Charlotte regional. So I'll try to keep it as succinct as possible, but I thought it was worth letting everyone hear, why did I come to Jamberry? Because I was in a pretty secure position. I loved the company. I'd been there for 20 years. I know it looks so young, it's like hard to believe, but I was there for 20 years. And why did I make the jump? Why did I make the leap to do something different? How did I dig deep to find the courage to make that change and to make that commitment? So I was called about this opportunity and decided to investigate it. And I went back and forth. I loved the products, but I didn't know much about the company. And I'm a pretty loyal person, so I felt like, oh, how could I do something, this different from what I had been doing and what I knew? But as I started talking to some of my mentors and my coaches, they just really encouraged me to think about what my why is, what my purpose is, and what it is I want to create in my life. Like, what kind of legacy do I want to leave, or what do I want to create with other people together? And then when I think about that and the power and the ability we have to do something really meaningful and purposeful, was I doing that where I was sitting today or at the time? I don't think so. I think I was doing great work and I was loving my job and I was having meaningful impact for the company, but I felt like there was more work out there for me. And so as I was exploring and investigating and talking, one of my friends sent me a text. And it makes me tear up when I think about it, because she is such an awesome mentor to me, such an inspiring person. She's iconic in the direct selling industry. She was CEO of a really top company and is now retired and kind of doing philanthropic work. And she just continues to do amazing things in her life. But she told me, Elizabeth, I heard that you might be a little bit fearful and nervous about making a change and leaving Nu Skin. And she's like, my wish for you is that you make your decision based on hope. Fear can be a great motivator, but so can hope. So dig deep and figure out what it is that you want to create and what you believe you can become, and follow that. And as it just was so timely, because I happened to be reading a book called Fearlessness by Arianna Huffington, who is a phenomenal writer, and I encourage all of you to read it because it applies to us. It's about how we need to be fearless in our lives with love, relationships, our body, our work, just being confident in so many different aspects. And it's an empowering book, an empowering read, and I really do encourage all of you to pick it up and read it. It's really quick. And as I was reading that, I just like hit me so strong that this was my calling, this was my mission, this is what I needed to be doing. And it was the right time. It was the right time for me to come to Jamberry, to meet all of you, and for us to work together to create something remarkable, to take the foundation and the essence of what's already here and what's already great about this company to the next level, and to share that with millions, countless people who've yet to even hear about Jamberry, here domestically and across the globe. And I feel like that's what wakes me up every single day, and it gets me out of bed. But you know what? There are days where they're really hard, and I'm really scared, and I'm fearful about what's gonna happen, and can I do this? Am I even capable of doing this? And I go back to my book, I'm huge into quotes, and I read quotes that motivate me. I listen to podcasts that just kind of keep me refreshed and energized and focused, like my eye on the prize. And the prize, I don't mean, it's not a money game for me. It's so much more. It's how do we help people find and unleash their inner potential? How do we help people be all that they can be? That's what we do. We're doing that together, and we need to be fearless about it. So I want to share a couple quotes with you, some that just kind of keep me really on track. And one I really love by Arianna Huffington that says, We have a choice when we face difficult decisions. We can act with faith or we can act with fear. There are no guarantees except this one. If we dwell on our fears, we will definitely miss the joys of the unexpected. I think all of us can relate to that. There have been moments in our lives when we're like, should we or shouldn't we? Should we talk to that person? Should I ask them to host a party? Should I tell them about the opportunity? And a lot of times we might say, oh, I don't have the right things to say. Stacy earlier in the week gave you some great tips on recruiting, giving us ideas. You've heard from all of these great leaders and sharing best practices of how we can share this business and how we can spread the good news and the gift of Jamberry. Think about the joys of the unexpected. We don't know what's out there waiting for us, but I guarantee you it's great. There's another quote that was posted by a dear friend of mine who is in the direct selling industry. She doesn't live in the US. She's a remarkable woman and she's just a rock star. This is not her quote, but I do want to share it because I think it's pretty powerful and poignant. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you. I truly believe that. And I know that the 2017 is going to be a year that we're unstoppable. That together as consultants and home office staff, we're going to do some remarkable things, some amazing things, and that we're going to create countless opportunities and beautiful nails and beautiful lives for women all over the world. And we're going to do that together. And I couldn't be more excited to be here as your Jamberry CEO. And thank you for your warm welcome. And thank you for always being so kind and generous to me. And I hope you can feel my love. And I look forward to meeting each and every one of you and giving you huge, huge hugs. Here's to a fantastic year and see you at conference. Woo!